What up? What up, everybody? Let me get big here. How you doing this evening? I'm Fabio. Just wanted to say thank you guys for watching this episode. This episode, we're going to go into depth about the game we just watched against Sassuolo. We're going to be talking about the RedBird takeover. And also, we're going to get you ready for the Derby della Monedina. So let's get ready, baby, because it's about to go down.
Welcome to Milan Weekly Podcast, Coast to Coast, with your hosts, Geo and Fabio.
Benvenuti nella casa della Giroud in area, si gira, sinistro, rete, gol capolavoro di Olivier Giroud.
Mignon with another magical save.
Coast to coast del numero 19. Leao carica il mancino. Eccolo qua, Rafa Leao. Il Milan è campione d'Italia.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Milan Weekly Podcast channel. I'm Fabio, joined by my partner Geo. Every week here, we are
Milan Coast to Coast, baby.
damn right, baby. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 4 of season 2. This one, it's the takeover before the Derby. All right, so obviously we're going to get to our main story, but before we start to go on, we got to talk about the game we just watched yesterday. 0-0 at Sassuolo, not what we remembered just a few months ago. A little lackluster performance. Only 2 shots on target, 8 shots taken the whole game. We did a huge amount of substitutions, 5 subs, 3 in the midfield, 2 in the defense, and we ended up with nothing. And even one would say we probably should have lost the game. Gio, what say you about yesterday's debacle?
Yo, Five, look, everybody trying to spin it one way or another, but I'm not trying to spin it, man. That game yesterday was disgusting. I wanted to punch out my computer screen. I don't know what's going on. If you look at Sassuolo's team, that's the worst team that they have since they came up from Serie B, and we couldn't beat them. Like, they lost all their big guns during the summer transfer. They lost Scamacca. They lost Raspadori. They didn't even have Traore. They had lost Boga previously, so they didn't really have no threat but Berardi, and we couldn't do nothing again. I feel very disgusted. This season, we gotta strap on our seatbelts, Bob, because right now the league, what I like, is getting better, baby. And we cannot allow for us to slip up. Last year we had 10 points. Now we only have 8 points, and I feel disgusted. I feel like, this year, like Juve, they're going to do a madness. They're going to be winning games ugly 1-0. So that's who I'm worried about. I'm not worried about Inter because they got Lemone and Inzaghi. And he always drops the soap and when it's time to take a shower in jail.
Listen, I but I don't worry too much what other people are doing. I'm just looking at what we're seeing here. And this depth that we think we have might be better than what we've seen in the past, but there's still a long way to go. Still, Diaz is not performing at the level we need him. Even when he gets a start, it's not good enough. I just want to talk about some of the individual players that we saw yesterday, and there were a few spots. And one of the players that got some time yesterday was Pobega. And I have to say, even though he did nothing to really wow me, I still felt like he was pretty good yesterday. Not like great, being that it's his first start for Milan and he's still a lot of time. I don't know if he's good enough to be in the starting 11, but I thought he played fairly decent. Diaz was trash. This guy, I don't know. He works for certain teams, but not against Sassuolo, not against bigger teams that can push him around. And honestly, like Florenzi, Madonna, what a fucking horrendous game. Horrendous. And when you're like one of the older guys on the team, I know he's in his early 30s, like 31, 32, something like that. And then you get injured to cap the game. I mean, not a great performance, not what we wanted. It's forcing Milan's hand because it looks like he's going to be hurt for a little bit. Kier came back. He's my Brioski of the week. Kier's coming back, having a solid game. Really, no chances. And Leao, had his moments, look pretty good. Giroud, not much else too. A couple of times Giroud, like especially that one shot that he kind of shanked it. He didn't put it on target. But the fucking right wing is the fucking position that I cannot stand. I'm sorry, I have to not curse so much. That's what I was told by my father. But you know what? It's infuriating. It's infuriating to see the same garbage week in, week out. You get the idea that maybe Salamakis could be a little bit better than Macias. So you start him and he does nothing. And this guy, he plays, I don't know what's happened to him, bro. He's like the Monstars from Space Jam. Somebody gave, as soon as they gave him that contract to sign, his talent went out the window. He stinks. He's worse. I'd rather have the UPS delivery driver than this guy. That's how bad he is. And honestly, I hope that the new people in charge give Maldini the money that he needs to rectify this situation this season, not next summer. I don't want to hear about next summer. I want to hear about this season because we just started. Next summer's a long way away. What do you think, G? Anybody? Let's just move it.
Look, I'm gonna speak facts right now. Look, check this out, Bob. Look, me and Stevie P, like we consistently say right wing, right wing, right wing. What I really hate about Milan Twitter or anybody on socials is only when the fucking right wing has a calamity performance. Oh yeah, we need a right wing. There was people saying we needed Botman before a right wing. There were saying people that we needed Renacho injured, always Sancho before a right wing. I'm very disgusted. I don't know what the hell Maldini is doing up there. What the hell they watching? But Makonda, can you only like recruit center backs and midfielders? What is your job if you can only fill in two positions? I'm tired of seeing these guys, Fabio. They disgusted the shit out of me yesterday because that Sassuolo's team is like a Serie B team, And then you know what was the funniest thing? I don't know what the commentator's name was, but when La Masai, when we did the 3 changes, this commentator had the audacity to say we're bringing on 3 big guns. No, we're not bringing on no 3 big guns. We're bringing on 2 big guns and a fucking DHL worker that delivers my packages. That's who we're bringing on. But I am very disgusted. I hope they shape up, Fabio. We cannot be like dropping no more points to these bottom teams right now. I'd rather collected the 3 points and maybe got a draw in the derby, because in the derby you don't know what can happen. But we need to now, Pioli, you too, you stubborn ass. You need to figure it out. For the teams that we know that we could beat on paper, we have to beat them. No more substituting. If it's not going wrong, it's at the 45 minute, not at the 60th, not at the 70th, not at the 80th. At the 45 minute at halftime, Bedone Ibrahim, Bedone Salad Maker, like y'all gotta get the F off the field and go shower or something, but don't drop the soap. That's all I gotta say, Fabio. They disgusted me last night.
Gio, listen, the one part that really upsets me, and I'm sorry to we're all going to be so negative right now, but how long is it going to be before we can even make a shot on target from a corner or a set piece? Because it's ridiculous. We are terrible. We had 8 corners yesterday and a few set pieces. We didn't create one chance, not one. And half the time we can't even get past the first defender in the front. Like we don't even go for the far post. We go directly for the short post. We don't even make it there. I mean, just terrible stuff. So, and let us not forget that we give up a penalty by Salamakis and Florenzi coming together like 2 pieces of shit, like I said, and they just lose the ball. They foul the defender, and they give up a penalty. And again, our best player, Mike Mignon, Iron Mike, Magic Mike, whatever you want to call him the best goalkeeper in Italy, possibly the best goalkeeper in the world. You fucking heard me say it. It ain't crazy. You know it to be true. This guy saves us because before Berardi gets hurt, he takes a terrible penalty kick, and Mike saves it, and we're back in business. Honestly, this is a trend that I always say. It's great to have a good goalkeeper, but if he's your best player, that tells you something's wrong with your team, all right? Because your best player needs to be a forward, a midfielder, possibly best defender in the world, but God's sakes, our goalkeeper saved us again with 2 shots on target. 2. And that's really disappointing. That's where I stand. So who's your top and flop of this game? Is anybody can be a top? I mean, I think it's pretty easy,
You know what? Top, for me, man, I think I need to put this guy on notice. A lot of the fan base want to sell him because he got his antics and all that stuff. But that's my left back, Dale effing Hernandez. I think that he's starting to learn how to defend. And you saw his recovery pace.
The defense played well. I'll give him that. The defense played well.
So to
Glad
me,
we
I know.
kept the
Yeah. We're doing that, but Dumb and Dumber over there, they were, Dumb and Dumber. They gave away a penalty. I don't know what they were thinking. Come on, it's not that serious. A lot of people hate on Calabria, but I think if we get a quality right winger, I even think that even Florenzi will play better. But I think like the right wing is such diarrhea settings that the diarrhea is passing on to everybody, and everybody's like shitting the bed. That's what
I would agree with that, man. But honestly, we're like, look, Jamal's saying we're not giving Sassuolo credit. This is possibly one of the worst Sassuolo squads, and they lose their best player at some point during the game. So honestly, we failed. Even Pioli was saying in the press conference after that they didn't do what they should have done. They looked very frenetic out there, and then they're playing like there's 2 minutes left in the game, and they're trying so hard, but that's when they make the most mistakes. So honestly, they need to capitalize. We need guys that sometimes we'll get a tie or we'll lose a game because the one guy shoots his one shot on net and he scores. Like, that's what needs to happen. We can't have Leao take 3-4 chances and they're all in the stands. You know what I'm saying? He's got to hit the target. So that's my 2 cents. But my top player, I think, is most likely Mike Mignon, because without him, we definitely don't even grab a point from this game. And, special shout out to Pobega, because I think he played okay. Kier for coming back. And, and Teo had a great defensive move where it looked like they were super exposed, and he ran all the way back, was able to make that play. So that was pretty good. But this rotation makes me very, very worried. Very worried.
Who's your flop, Fabio?
Who's your flop? My flop? I got to say Florenzi, man. I mean, the right wing is a flop for all eternity until we actually address it. So there's no point of saying salad maker because it's the same, But I think Florenzi's game was the worst, and he got hurt at the end. That sucks. That's a bad game for Florenzi.
For me, Fabio is gonna have to be a guy that he has a lot of talent and stuff, but it's not Brahim the Dream no more. It's Brahim the Nightmare. And at the Nightmare, the monsters come out. And I think, you know what? I'm gonna say it right now. I don't think like he only plays if we have an injury crisis. We got to go with CDK and we got to go with Adley, and that's it. That's right until the wheel fall off. And I don't even understand, like, why wasn't CDK? Why did we have to rest CDK? Like, I don't understand all this stuff, Fabio. Like, to me, when is Theo going to get a break? Because he's going to play again on the Derby and stuff like that.
Are you calling for Balotelli? Is that what you're doing right now?
No, but the thing is, like, if Theo's not getting a break, then the only person that needs a fucking break is Tonali, because he's injured. He got the pulled groin and all that stuff, and he's playing. He doesn't have that same speed that he had last year to finish off the year. So Pioli, you got to relax too, and Tonali, you got to relax. If you're not with you. We got all these games coming up, and we're gonna need you after the World Cup because some of our players are going to the World Cup. So yeah, we need to shape up. Sassuolo didn't do anything. They got the frail. They had a left back playing at left wing, Fabio. That's how embarrassing it was last night. Imagine that.
Imagine that. Imagine that. They're playing people out of position and still doing better than sometimes some than us. But whatever. Listen, it's just an off game. They're playing back to back now. Maybe they were thinking a little far ahead. But there was a lot on the horizon. And by horizon, I mean our main story. And now, before we get into our main story of the evening, we have a special guest that we thought this guy's been all over this from the moment that it even popped up. So we got to give this guy a chance to get on here and talk about it. So let us introduce the one, the only, the Off-White Rock Nation Husney. Husney, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. How is everyone doing?
We're good, man. Thank you for joining us. So our main story, like I mentioned, RedBird is officially in. As of tomorrow, they are officially in. They are the owners of Milan. So, Husney, as our guest, let's start with you. How do you feel about it? Finally, we knew about it for a few months since May, but the day has come. So, how are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I'm feeling great. So there's two areas that I think that all fans should be mindful of. One, things that happen on the pitch, which is with regards to players, targets that we bring in, and I think Dest is a sign of that. And the second thing that maybe tends to get overlooked a little bit is what happens off the pitch, which I think needs a lot of work as well. So off the pitch, things include the stadium project, and also in terms of our worldwide marketing reach. As an example, during the summer, I was a bit disappointed that we didn't have any games in Asia. We have a lot of fans in Asia, which a lot of the EPL clubs were focusing on, and I think they managed to get a lot of good exposure as well as match day revenue. So those are the sort of areas that I think the new owners will look into, and this club under Elliott weren't quite focused on. So overall, big positive. I am hopeful. So I don't want to do any more this owner out or anyone out. So
I agree.
maybe I'll be a little bit more positive.
I think Uncle Jerry has, maybe our best interest in mind. The idea is that, this particular group that he's a part of, they really focus on the global brand, building stadiums, getting people to do things to make the whole experience better for the fandom. So, Gio, I know you've been waiting a long time. So how you feel about Uncle Jerry finally taking over?
I must see what happens with Uncle Jerry, man. I think that we're gonna really tell what's gonna go on. If he doesn't renew Leao, then I have no confidence in Cardinale doing anything, man. Because right now, the team that we are linked up with, they giving Giancarlo Stanton 400 million. Judge is asking for like 50, 60 million. They get big contracts. Garrett Cole, 300 million. I'm talking 300 million.
You're jumping the gun. Let me get to that part, man.
So 700, so 7 million should be nothing, to Cardinale and Yes Network.
All right. Well, since you've segued completely into the next segment, Cardinale's business partner, he's had connections with the Steinbrenner family who own the Yankees and own Yankee Global Enterprises, which is this network, a part of Yes and everything else here in the States, that he's actually bringing the Yankees completely into the fold now, where they're talking, the Yankee president saying just attaching the Yankee logo and association with AC Milan is going to help build Milan. And you know what? I hate to say, because like baseball is such a, maybe a few countries that really care about baseball. Way more countries care about soccer. But the Yankee logo, the Yankee brand is global. Everybody knows the Yankee symbol is the symbol basically of New York. So to really identify this particular company, they're going to show replays of games the way they do with Man City right now. I think Uncle Jerry's doing right by us right now, man. And I think this is the next step. Here's him and Maldini chatting it up, man. It's going to be a great experience. So they're not the only ones investing, guys. They're not. there's other people investing as well. Now, if you haven't heard, LeBron James and Drake, the American-Canadian connection, like MWP, we're making waves here, connecting with Milan, growing the brand. They're going to be a part of another investment group, this Main Street Investing or whatever it's called. They're going to be in there too. So more people pumping money. This is good news, eh? This is good news. I think so. Somebody's got to answer. Geo, Husky, what do you?
Nah, Fabio. This is very good news, man. I mean, I'm just glad, Fabio. Like I said, we need to start making this money. But somebody has a good comment, and you being a New Yorker, you should be ashamed of yourself, Fabio.
Why?
Cause ain't no Yankees. Babe Ruth.
All right. I don't know about that. I know that's his line, but I don't know about that. I'm just happy he's a part of the umbrella with Rock Nation.
No.
So anybody who wants to give love to Milan, I'm with it. Give us all the money we can get. We need a fucking right wing, and somebody's got to give it to us. So
I like the partnership, Fabio. I don't know. Rock Nation will know more because he reads the articles and stuff like that, but. I don't know when this Puma deal is over. I think we're going to Nike, even though that Nike don't want to deal with this because they got their loyalty to them caca snakes across the road from us. Well, we're in the same building, but I think LeBron was a big deal why Liverpool got that deal. And if you know what the Liverpool deal is, it's like that fake tweet that came out from like Roma fans that Dybala sold these jerseys. Well, Liverpool have a deal like that. They give them like 50, 60 up front a year, and then 30% of what they sell, like each jersey, they make 30% of that. So if we could get a deal like that from Nike, then we'll be rich, and then we'll be making our own stadium. What I feel that Cardinale he's gonna do, because these Americans, they don't mess around when it comes to stadium. I'm telling, I'm from LA, so Stan Kroenke, he built the stadium in the pandemic. So they don't give a damn about spending no money. And I think that's what's coming next. Hopefully, we're going to have to bring out the brown paper bags. We're going to have to catch people in compromising positions, just to blackmail them so we could get our stadium.
Whoa.
Yeah, Gio,
I don't support any of those comments.
Gio, I just want to add to that. Definitely, I agree with you. It's that we've made deals before, and the deals have been better than the ones that we've had previously. But that's the thing about deals. You can always make better deals. And I think this is where, if we took an example of Liverpool and Fenway, like you mentioned with Nike, they got a better deal. So if we take that as a comparison, when Liverpool switched to Nike, they had also a competing offer from New Balance. So it shows the level of decision-making is I think, better. So I fully agree with you. When it's Puma, when we leave this damn company and we move to a company that knows how to market the club, knows how to distribute their products across the world. I mean, we even get it within our WhatsApp group. Fans all over the world, some of them are not getting the merchandise that they want. And this is revenue going to the club directly and funding the Mercato.
Yeah, it's very sad. So hopefully in the near future, we get a competent team. And honestly, more than anything, I've not been impressed by the kits that Puma puts out. And I mean, for God's sake, they had to rip our fucking jersey to give Manchester City a third jersey or whatever it is. I mean, they used our players in their commercial. What kind of shit is this? Puma out. I'm Puma out too. I don't really like that. Let's go back to Adidas and Nike or someone.
Fabio, you don't like the
balls.
You don't like that we don't talk about
Bruno. No, I hate that. And you know what? Don't bring it up, because the day I see you buy it, I'll know, one, it's on sale, and two, you had to do it, didn't you? But all right, so let's move on to the last piece of this story, which is that we kind of knew it was going to happen, but now it's official that come November, Ivan Gazidis is out as our CEO, and damn, what's the guy's name? I didn't write it down. Giorgio something. You guys know the name?
Orlani, if I pronounce it correctly.
So he's going to be our new CEO. So any parting words for Gazidis? I mean, fought through cancer while he was here. Had helped bring the club back to where at least we hoped it would be, which is fighting for championships, getting to the Champions League. So, I think he did a great job. I know people were shitting on him for I believe what he did at Arsenal, if I'm correct, right? But I wish him nothing but the best, because anybody who helped us win that championship, last May, will forever be indebted in the good gracious of my heart. So, you guys have any opinion on Gazidis getting out of the club? If this means Maldini will actually have a little more power, or not really?
Fabio, I just want to thank Gazidis, for like putting that wake structure, like sort of, because we were playing like a lot of trash players, like Montalivo, Bertolacci, Biglia. Do you want me to keep on going?
No.
These guys were
Let's
making
forget
good
about
money. Okay, so like he made that wage structure, but the only thing I had a problem with Gazidis is the same thing that he had at Arsenal. He let a lot of good quality players go on the free, and I think that that's gonna, at the ultimate, that's gonna be his downfall. Like, I appreciate everything, branding and everything, but like with that Puma deal, like he couldn't fight for the fans. I know they read Twitter, like especially after those shirts sold out, the 19 championship shirts sold out. Like every time, boom, 30 seconds, sold out again, sold out again. Like, come on, man, y'all don't read Twitter comments. Like, you don't care about what's going on. Like, you're cool with the branding, but we need you. Like, when the demand is there, we have the demand. I need you to supply the supply. You feel me? Whatever. I don't know if that makes sense, but we need the
Need a
merchandising.
supplier,
And,
baby. Get that
you know,
goddamn merch
you know.
out.
But at the end of the day, Gazidis, to me, he goes as a 50-50 because he got beef with Maldini and he let a lot of players go on free. And he should have told Elliot, like, nah, we can't, this is not Premier League, that we get this big money, so it's all good. Arsenal, they're good with that because they got Premier League money coming in, but this is said, yeah, we need everybody. Let's just pay, and then let's get something in for him, like 30-40 mil would have helped us. Imagine we would have got 40 mil for Kessie. That would have been great. Another a 40
Yeah,
for
but do we win the
Donnarumma.
championship then?
Fabio, it started going down from like Gio and all that. Like, if he knew Gio wasn't gonna sign, we had to let him go, Fab, because at the end of the day, we can't. We won it without Gigi, and to me, like, at the end of the day, that's gonna be as tenure, not being a Fabio. This is not only a Milan thing; he did the same thing at Arsenal. So that's his downfall as a CEO. He doesn't know how to renew players. He just likes to buy cheap and then doesn't want to pay him.
Well, listen, it is what it is. Yeah, I'm gonna watch. If they're showing replays, Rangers King is throwing it out there saying we're gonna watch replays on yes. You know what? If it's on there, baby, I'll watch. I'll be happy to watch. But Husney, any parting words for Gazidis?
Yeah, so I've followed Gazidis quite a bit, even when he was in Arsenal, because a lot of the Arsenal fans were definitely wanted to have him out. But the thing about Gazidis and with any CEO is that this represents the interest of the owners. So who they put as that CEO is essentially who the person the style of the person that they want to run the club. So Gazidis, everyone knows, even with his background and everything, he's a businessman. So he's not like Florentino Perez. He's not going to get you those big players because for him, it's about making money out of the club. And I think that is the reason why Elliot wanted him in, because of what he did, really ramp up the revenue. And he did the same thing in Arsenal. He built the business around the club. So in that regard, I think he was quite successful. But as fans, definitely we judge him according to what happens on the pitch. So the players that left for free and all that, it's a sore point. But you could say that was what's needed as a first step towards getting this RedBird deal and getting all the other investors come in, because they want to see how the club is run as a business. So I do agree with you, Gio. It's a 50-50, but you could say most of the positives come from the business side. Most of the negatives come from the actual footballing side. But that being said, the ends justifies the means. We won the Scudetto, and you can't really wrong him that much about it. Even with his mistakes, you could say that's also a part that he had to play with that trophy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's still And like he didn't win anything in Arsenal, but he did win something with us. So he had his way, and not really sad to see him go. CEOs come and go. We just want a CEO who's going to help building the brand, building the company, investing in good players, good medical staff too. That seems to be a big thing with Milan. A lot of these guys getting hurt. But yeah, that's the main story. Elliot, just a shareholder now, not in charge. Now it's strictly RedBird. And now Uncle Jerry with Paulo and Ricky, they're going to figure out something. And hopefully we're going to keep growing. I don't think we're going to identify anything for the right wing because we know that's just too much for anybody to talk about for some reason. But we did. Yes.
Sorry, sorry to cut it. I just want to say something, and I think we should really look at the first signs of this new ownership. Look at the case of Sergino Dest, and I think it's quite confirmed that he's coming.
Hey, don't jump the gun.
Okay.
Hold a second. Segue into the three amigos. All right. We bought Chow. I believe that's how it was pronounced, what he said. Ranerick, whatever. I'm sure somebody will pick up that pronunciation. And Sergio Dest, which of course has a special place in me and Gio's heart because he's an American. So we want him to hopefully get some playing time and see if he's going to play in the World Cup at the end of the year. But go ahead, Husney. I know your point is that we're looking at Barcelona players, not the other way around.
No, it's not only that. It's that the ambition of the club is that when the player goes down and we're not looking at all this, what was the name of the club? Midtjylland? Something like that from like Denmark and all these clubs. Like, to be honest, I've never heard of. Oh, Midtjylland. So we're talking to Champions League sides, which we haven't done in a while. I'm not saying that we have never done this, but we haven't done it in a while. To my memory, this sort of deal reminds me of the Tomori deal, which turned out quite well for us. But look at the salary that Sergino Dest is getting. I looked it up. If I'm not mistaken, Barcelona is paying him 3.5 million net.
Wow!
And according to reports, we're covering the entire salary. So does that mean to say is that if we were to make this deal permanent, this salary cap doesn't exist anymore? Because that automatically makes him one of our best paid players in the squad.
So, you like that picture right there? That's a little doctored photo right there. A little Milan Dest.
Well, the signs are good. If you want to go by this one move, the signs are good for the club.
I think one, we need to identify. That's just telling more of that. Florenzi's injury might be a little longer than we're probably being told yet. So we need to identify a backup for that right side because they don't want to mess with Kalulu. They want Kalulu to stay where he is because he's our starting center back with Tomori. So you can't just move him to play right wing or right back if Calabria goes down. You need to have somebody else. So I like that they identified that. I can't say I know anything about this kid who's coming from, was it Wolfsburg? Right? I think that was his team that he's wearing in this picture. But, hopefully he's a decent midfielder because is Krunic hurt? I don't know what's going on with him. Rebic and Origi. I think Origi's just here because he likes our medical staff. Like, I don't understand what's going on. He's only one game available. He's now out 2 games in a row. I'm hearing he's not going to be available this weekend, possibly. It's not a good look. Not a good look for Milan. But any other last points you guys want to throw in on our 3 amigos that we signed at last minute, which nobody knew about, nobody was talking about until 72 hours ago?
Wow, man, what Chow and that's just whatever his name is. And man, you know what me? Like, I don't ask for that much. I like these young signings. You see how easy it is center back midfielder. When are we getting a young player? I know we were linked to a 2 million net Brazilian, but why we don't do those deals? But I think like what Rock Nation said is true. I think this is a change in the ownership. Like, they're proactive. Like, if this would have been last year, we're riding with Calabria until he's injured, But now they're like, oh shoot, Florenzi, he's a little bit older. What, he's like 34, 35? He's a little bit older. That's
32, I
what
think, or 31.
something
Yeah,
like
he's-
that. But
He's like 31, 32, yeah.
yeah, but at the end of the day, they seem like, oh, these guys over here. Sorry about that, but they say like, oh, these guys over here, like, oh no, let's get another guy. And I'm glad that they got, and I probably saw that it's our solo game and like, you got to be kidding me, because to me, I think we're gonna throw Sergio Dest on the right wing because he can't defend, let's be honest, but he knows how to score and do curlings and screamers and all that. So if we throw him on the right wing, it's better than what we have right now. So and we'll be replacing Kaká with a little bit more quality.
Well, listen, man. I hope I always root for an American to do well. So when I heard about Des coming through, I was very excited about it. So that's
That marketing, Mario, that marketing.
Oh man, listen. I just think he needs to be a good right back when we call on him. It's Calabria's position. He's not coming to do anything besides be a backup when we need him, and he's probably going to get playing time because there's so many games back to back to back that, these little hamstring pulls and, rolling of their ankles and stuff like that. These little things are going to happen throughout the season. You got to be ready and have depth, like real depth, but I see Zach would be
3K
at Milan, I hope so.
3K, he hasn't been watching Theo this year. He's been doing defensive work. He's getting better. So I don't know. Desk, I don't know. I know he attacked. We're gonna throw him on the right wing and make it work.
I hope so, man. I hope so. Well,
Yeah.
All right. So
Sorry.
that's basically, Husney, go ahead.
Just a final thing. Again, I repeated this message before. In other places as well. These players that come in, I really want Pioli to give them some game time. Look at what happened to Adli. I think he sat out the first 2 games. Now he's being subbed in. When is this guy going to start? And same with these players. Are we going to go for full rotation in the Copa and in the Cup? So I hope there's also a strategy that this management has for these players and not just bring them in for the sake of we have someone but never seeing them. And whenever they play, because they haven't played in a while, they don't perform well. So that's something that needs to be looked into.
Well, definitely, man, definitely. So I think we just, and also stop going back to players that have shown you they can't perform. Diaz only needs to play because other people are hurt. That's
Diaz, Macias, and Salad. They can play Copa Italia.
Macias. Listen, Macias is our best right wing option. Either we switch to a different formation and try to play like 3 midfielders, CDK behind 2 strikers. Otherwise, forget it. If we keep playing like the 2 pivot positions and then the 3 midfielders or wingers, whatever, it's not going to go well. But we'll see. We'll see. I think Pioli doesn't want to change formations. He thinks this is the best way of getting the team to click. All I know is that I don't like long ball FC. Not a fan of it. Maybe a few times a game, but not. It's like the only fucking idea you got. Just launch it up to Giroud, launch it up to fucking Leao, let him do all the work. Like, come on. And I want to see Leao smell blood in the water and attack. Like when he identifies that he can kill the right back, he needs to do it repeatedly, and they need to keep feeding him. And I think when CDK actually can start more, we're going to do even better. With Deo there, just like Deo and Leao, we got to score somewhere because we're not getting nothing from the other side. And say what you want about the right wing, but at least Calabria, when he tries to attack, puts balls on target, scores goals, creates chances. Like, what the fuck are the other 2 bums doing on that side? Nothing. They're doing nothing. Coming in, running around. I have to hear the stupid word work rate every fucking week. I don't want to hear about it no more, all right? I don't want to hear about it. I want to hear assist, goal. Assist, goal. Chances created. That's what I fucking want. But anyway, I digress. Husney, just want to thank you for joining in on the show a little bit here to talk our little rumor mill section, talk about the new ownership. I know you want RedBird out, but RedBird's in, baby. and this is what it's going to be. So hopefully we're going to have the Yankees, LeBron, Drake. Everybody's going to be at the fucking parade when we win next year, all right? So that's what we're hoping for. But I just want to thank you on behalf of me and Geo, Jesus Christ, I can't talk, for joining us, brother. So I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Thanks for having me. Always good to be on, guys.
Thank
Talk
you,
to you
thank
soon,
you,
brother.
Rock Nation. Now Rock Nation. Now Off-White Husband.
Later, Husney. Thank you, man. All right, so let's get to now the preview of Milan Inter this weekend, Saturday at 12 o'clock my time, whatever it is your time. Gio, you're 9 a.m. in the morning, am I right?
Yeah, 9 a.m. Best start time in the world. Thank you, Sadie. We have to complete with the Premier League. They're already blowing at us out the water because of marketing, because you're a bunch of dinosaurs and you want to put us on their prime time, and they're on free television out here, NBC. Thank you, Sadie.
Well, the Derby della Monedina. So we're both kind of in the same position. Inter's up by what, 1 point on us? They did lose a game. We haven't lost yet.
2 points, I think.
2 points. They're 2 points up on us. But I don't know. This is a big game. The 5th week of the season. Really need this win because you don't want to fall too far behind already. We tied last year and then won the second game in dramatic fashion. So it's a lot of pressure going on. They're not going to have Lukaku, but they're still going to have Martinez. They're still going to have Barella. Barella scored an amazing goal this week. So they're playing pretty well. We're going to have to not sleep on them. We're going to need to come with ideas. And really, Rafael Leao, he's going to have to play the game of his life here to help us win. I think we go full strong. CDK, Leao, Giroud, probably Messias starting the game.
I'd rather go Adley. He was on the right wing during this last game, but I'd rather go
going to put him in the fucking Derby, though. I don't know. That's asking a lot. The Derby is a big thing. It's a big thing, you know. I think he's going to go with like what he knows. And what he knows is keeping it what's working for them right now. You go out there, you start putting all different players that, you know, you're starting for the first time together, especially a player who hasn't really played the right wing. We're going to put him out there as the right wing. And even if they put it on the formation, that's not necessarily how they play. As you can tell the other day, Benacer was playing like the like center midfielder, like the CDM, because he was really right at the top above the two center backs and just distributing the ball. Pobega was really pushing up most of the time. So it looks like they're going to probably play a different type of formation. But for me, I think, oh, man. Our goals were like so fast in that first game and looked so smooth against Udinese. And Dan, the last couple of weeks, it's just like, even the Bologna game, yeah, you know, they scored 2 goals, but like to not do it this game again, like couldn't come out with nothing. We looked like we should have lost the game. So really it's making me have this like negative vibe going into the Derby. I mean, I'm going to, Saturday morning, I'm going to be hyped. I'm going to be fucking wild, ready to go, and with full belief in my team. But tonight, a little sober, a little thinking about it, makes me think that, I don't know. How do you feel about the game?
Fabio, oh, man. These are games that we live for as fans. It's bragging rights. They beat us 2 years ago to Scudetto, because we came out in second place. We beat them, and it's like we hate each other. They got a hack on. He doesn't like us, and we don't like him. A lot of things. They disrespected us. They were singing "Pioli on Fire" when they won their championship. So, ready for fight with Theo Hernandez. Doesn't like Dumfries. Tonali doesn't like Dumfries. We got a lot of little battles that are going down, and I'm ready for the game. I'm glad. You know what? These 3 to 4 game turnarounds, I like them because, I'm still salty about that Sassuolo game. So I'm glad that this is coming. early morning too. It's not good for marketing, but for me, it's good for me because it's gonna as soon as Saturday up, I'm
You
up
like
at
that
5
early
a.m.
morning soccer
I,
with your coffee.
like me, like boom, I'm gonna watch Liverpool versus Everton. They got their derby going on, so boom. By the time that game is over, boom, we're getting ready. We're doing we're going to do the group therapy, and then I'm headed to House of Football LA to watch it with the guys. But
Oh, you're
I'm
gonna
ready,
make it with the club, my man. My man's
Fabio.
gonna be there with the club. But
Fabio, I'm ready. A lot of little battles that go, but you know what? This time, Fabio, that we didn't go into a lot of derbies. This time we got the pit bull. He's biting everybody. He's biting people. He got rabies. He's giving people
he's an
rabies.
animal. That
Yeah,
guy.
he's an animal. Let's not feed him for 2 days so he can start eating people alive on the field. I'm ready, Fabio. What about you? How you feeling, Fabio?
I told you, I'm not feeling too. I'm not feeling as hyped as I thought I would, man. This last game, really, they were rushing things. This is a great. Yeah, Pioli said the boys weren't mature enough and rush things. Things will be different this weekend. We rested our players. They didn't. Well, that cost us some points. They've been playing lower competition, with the exception of the Lazio game. Ibra versus Lukaku, yeah, on the bench, maybe,
in tribuna. They're gonna be in the
Exactly. So
stand.
they're gonna be in the stands. No, Ibra's gonna be on the bench. He's not gonna be dressed, but he's gonna be on the bench because that's what Ibra is. He's a leader. And so what's your prediction? Let's get right into it. What's your
Fabio's going.
prediction? Who's your dark horse? We're gonna go over it again on Saturday, but for the fans listening now, let's get it.
Fabio, I might change by Saturday, just depending on my mood. If I'm dusted off all this salt, you feel me?
Yeah,
But
it's a lot of
to
salt.
me, it's gonna be a tight game. It always is, man. And it's gonna be 2-1. And the reason it's gonna be 2-1 because we have the best. We gotta have the best goalkeeper in the world. It's goodbye Ederson. Goodbye Allison. It's Magic Mike's time. Back-to-back champions, one in Lyon and second in Italy, Campione d'Italia. So I'm really happy. We had a better goalkeeper than these people. So I'm just happy about everything, Fabio. I don't know what's going on with my watch.
You can see Siri's talking.
Nah, serious thinking I'm going crazy, but you know what? I think that's what's gonna make us on top. That magical Mike gonna stand on his head.
Who's gonna be the player of the game?
You know what, Fabio? I'm really going that. I think that we're gonna get a rocket from Theo effing Hernandez, and then we're gonna get a header from Tonali, and we're gonna let one in.
Bro, Tonali better be the one making the pass. Otherwise, ain't nobody getting to the end of it. These guys can't cross, bro. Even if Tonali's not taking the corner kick, I don't think we're even getting it on target. So, no, hell no. Hey, they ain't going to be Tonali.
I'll tell you right here, all right? And look, Jamie said it earlier. He thinks it's 2-2, all right? I'm going to do this, all right?
What you thinking, Fabio?
2-2. I'm going Jamie too, man. I think we're going to slip up a little bit, but I think CDK and I think Giroud, they're going to score the 2 goals. I would like a CDK double. I like that, Jamie. I would say the same thing. I wish it 2-0 Milan. That's what I really wish. What I think it's going to be 2-2. And, we always seem to split the first one. Maybe next time we'll get the victory later in the season. But, I wanted to win. Our dear friend Vinny's going to be live in the stadium. Vinny, who's the host of the Milan Weekly Podcast Monday show. So we hope for Vinny's sake that he has a great night, enjoys himself there, buys lots of merchandise, drinks lots of beer. Probably not great beer, unfortunately, but it's a great time. And hopefully he gets to see 3 points for us and gets to see a lot of sad snakes.
Fabio, Vinny can't drink beer. You know where he's sleeping next to the snakes. He's in a snake territory. He gotta be 100%.
He's in a snake den.
Yeah. So, you know what, Fabio? I'm ready for the game. I hope that these guys come out See, the thing is that the reason that I like our team, we got a whole bunch of young players, Fabio, that are hungry. Leao got a chance to go to that other level. I'm talking about. I don't know. I think Haaland right now, he's the best player in the world. He's just eating goals for fun, but that's not here nor there. So Leao got another chance just to go, man. So Nali, I know he's not 100%, but he got another chance. Deo, he's showing, and now he's defensively, he's becoming solid. Like our players got chances to play, man. And I'm gonna back him, Fabio. I know you're going 2-2, but I'm backing the team because you know why I'm backing them, Fabio? Because they owe me. After that 0-0 dross that we had, they owe us, the fans, a victory.
No, they better get us the victory, not for just their sake, but yeah, for everybody's sake, because they're gonna have a lot of angry Milan fans out there if they don't pull through. But I think, again, that's why I feel like it's gonna be most likely a tie. But I'm hoping that we can put on a really great performance, have a coming out party for our boy CDK. Really, just like that's what we need. Our brand new signing, going out there, bugging out, having a fantastic game. I mean, show some respect to the fucking Belgium wonder kid. No more Belgian waffles like Salamakis. We need the Belgium wonder kid. That's what we need. Milan need to get the 3 points. That's all that matters. I don't give a shit how we get it 1-0, 15-14. It doesn't matter. But all right, so G, so you kind of led with it, so let's get to it right now. You're going to be live at the House of Football, the new home of Milan SoCal, live watching the game, chanting with other fans. It's going to be a good time. So holler at your boy. That's what Gio's going to be. Go check him out. G, why House of Football? This is the first time there, right?
You saying that's you saying that you did some Fox and Hounds, Fabio.
No, that's
that's the reason that I'm mad about Serie A. We had to move places because it's prime time, Premier League, big games at that time. See, the Premier League game, I don't know about you, Fabio, but at my time at 8:30 is the last game for either Saturday or Sunday, depending, sometimes 9 o'clock. So, we're primetime Premier League. Serie A has always been like we start at 10 and we play at 12, or 11:45, whatever it is. So they got the Prem fans over there, Fox and Hounds. That's what made them popular. But we're going to House of Football, and but Milan Club, Juve gonna be there, Fabio. They're gonna be over there.
Juve too?
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah. So because they're gonna be there for the early game, that's what was said in the chat. So yeah. So we're going to move over there. And you know what I like about this place? This place is like only 20 minutes from my
house. That's also great, man. Well, I'm going to be, unfortunately, not able to attend like usual because it's too hard at the moment to get all the way into the city for me. But if you are in the neighborhood and you want to go check it out with the New York City Club, you got to go down to West 33rd, go to the Football Factory, Inside Legends. It is an unbelievable venue to check out some soccer. There's a lot of other clubs there, but when Milan Club New York is there, everybody knows it, man. It's a great atmosphere. It's going to be packed to the gills, I'm sure. So get there early, bring food, buy food, buy drinks. There's going to be shirts for sale. It's a great, great environment. So go check out the Football Factory. Go check out Milan versus Inter. All right, and lastly, because we always give him love, this is our boy Mark. We got to give him a little love. It's Milan Club Boston. They're going to be checking out the game as usual in Ducali Pizzeria. Go check them out over there in Boston. 12 o'clock, man. What's the street? I can't read it, G.
It's Causeway
like
Street.
From the
289 Causeway Street, 1 block away from TD Garden. If you want to get yourself some good pizza, some good beer, head over to the Cali's. And they're doing a giveaway. So go support them, man. Shout out to Mark. He's been doing a lot of graphics for other clubs, as you've seen on Twitter. So we always got to show him love. Good dude out there.
Another city of the states of the USA that we got to give love to, because that's where me and Gio are. We are coast to coast.
here in America, but we are part of a North American team that is killing it on the Milan side, baby. So, G, we're going to move on to our segment that we always do. We like to shout out some love. So let's show us, what is your shirt of the week, Gio, this week? What do we got?
Shirt is a week. I got it on right now.
Oh,
So it's just a representation of Milan Club SoCal, the club that I belong to. So just a little backstory, the story that I got today. You know, Ernesto was looking for some fans. You know, so he hit up. Who would you hit up if you're looking for some fans? You hit up the one and only David Fanta. And David Fanta, you know, gave him some information. And, you know, that's how the club started in 2019. They started gathering. They had like between 4 to 5 people. And it was so cool because one day, like, shout out to IFTV, you know, one day they put a tweet. We were playing like Atalanta or somebody. We were playing somebody at 3:30 in the morning. And we got the win. And I was like, oh man, shout out, whatever. I'm glad I woke up at 3:30 to watch my team win. And then like somebody hit me up from the Milan Club SoCal OU in LA. Boom, and that's how we got connected. And we've been meeting at Fox and Hounds. It was 10 to 15 people. But now I've been seeing like the support since, you know, I know at the Scudetto, I don't know if you've seen the picture. I think we had like 100, 150 of my knowledge. So
everybody's coming out because we the champions now. So they coming out on full force.
It's crazy. So we another thing that they wanted me to mention we're about to go legit AIMC. Like I said, this guy, Andrea, he's came in, he's Italian, and he's trying to go legit. And they will be having a website, you know, so you can follow us. So if you're in LA or you're on vacation in LA one day and you love Milan, come hit us up, hit them up on Twitter and Instagram at Milan Club SoCal. And, you know, come join us. Come have a couple of Trulies.
There you go.
Sponsored by Truly, but
listen, you don't got to drink seltzer. There's plenty of other things to drink there, but definitely enjoy yourself. It's the best way of watching Milan. If you're not at the stadium, to be with other people you can really enjoy. I hope one of these weekends I can get myself into Manhattan to watch it with everybody, because I'm definitely going to share that when I eventually do. But definitely go out. It's a good time. Hit up your local club. Look around on Twitter, especially if you're watching us in a place that you don't think there's anybody who maybe watches Italian soccer, who watches Milan, and you want to go to a place. This is the community. This was so great. And me and Gio, we keep connecting with people in Dublin, in England, in Canada, in all different parts of the country. And it's just amazing. Gio's got people in Indonesia. I mean, we got people in Australia. You know, it just never stops. It never stops, and that's what's great. You got your friend
in DC, Fabio.
Oh yeah, there you go. And everybody, it's a great environment. Just keep spreading the English content, because that's, you know, until Italy smartens up and pays lots and lots of people to give us the content we demand, we're gonna have to go out there and do it ourselves, baby. So, G, did you have a brioche of the week, or indigestion, or diarrhea explosion of the week?
You know what, brioche would just feel good, man. I like that. You know, we signed death. We're proactive in our injuries. If it was last year, we would have been like, hey, whatever, man. We're gonna go with what we have. We're gonna go for the wheel fall, and indigestion of the ring is the right wing. That's gonna be it for like. I'm not even gonna mention the right wing, because I know we have to get used to it. And you know what's sad? You know what's sad about the right wing, Fabio, is like you were coming out this year being positive, shouting out Macias, saying that he was gonna surprise. Well, he ain't surprising nobody. But hey, man,
you gotta remind me I said that, huh? You gotta remind me.
Nah, Fabio, but I think indigestion is the right wing. And you know what? No, you know what? It's not even right wing. Indigestion is Milan Twitter. Only when we have a bad, like an atrocity performance, a calamity performance, now we need a right wing. Only me and Stevie P on that boat for right wing. I don't know. Me and Stevie P.
I feel a lot of people. No,
they not on it, Fabio. They wanted Bauman. They wanted Sanchez. They wanted No. We need a right wing, quality right winger now.
See, the thing is that the quality right wingers
that we were looking at talking about. One, we didn't make that deal for Ziyech, and it's not going to happen now, not when we're in position to play them twice in the Champions League. Like, that's why this whole idea of like the rumor of they want to buy Leao is so stupid. Why would Milan ever sell Leao now to Chelsea? That's not happening. So, like, again, we had our opportunity to address the right wing. They didn't want to. You know, maybe Chelsea wanted them to pay more money and they wanted CDK because, again, they can deploy CDK as a false nine. So now he's playing Cam, false nine. Maybe he can cover right wing. Again, this is like the type of players that they want, man. This Milan is not the Milan that's going to splurge $90 million on Anthony so he could spin around on the bench. You know, like, this is not going to happen. And I know we wanted Anthony really bad. That was like the guy we kept talking about. But you saw how much he went to Manchester United. A team
but that's United
that ain't
tax.
winning shit. They had to play 90,000. They got him.
No, that's United tax, Fabio, because like I said, the guy that I said that can replace Leao is Cody Gakpo. And they saying that Southampton can get him for 25, but they want 60 mil from United. That's United tax. United are always going to pay over the odds because they make the most money in revenue. So they're going to say, oh, they got it. So let them play. They want our player at the end of the mercato, that boom, pay. But me, at the end of the day, Fabio, I'm looking forward to the derby. Like I said, indigestion. It's just that, I don't know, management doesn't see that we need a right wing, to be honest.
I'm going to get to the right wing because I'm going to have a moment when we get to our parting shots. So I'll let you go first. So you have a parting shot, G?
Parting shots, man. Join me. I don't know. Fabio, you going to be able to make it for the group therapy or I could lead?
Hell yeah.
Okay,
Hell
so
yeah.
we're going to do it like 7 a.m. my time. 10 a.m. Fabio's time. We're gonna meet up with the group, with the Patreons. You know, just we need that energy. The energy is gonna push. Like I said last year when we were winning the Scudetto, the fans are gonna push the players over the top, and we did because we were everywhere. And I think that my parting shot is, man, if you're able to meet up with the club, you know, there's one in Miami now, there's one in Cleveland, there's one in DC, there's one barely started in Arizona. Like everywhere, you know, Swanko's trying to start one in Antarctica, and they found a Milan fan in Antarctica. So we're global, international, whatever you want to go. Wherever DHL goes, we going, baby.
Oh, now I see it comes full circle. Now I get it.
So my party shot just be with the Milanistas, because we're gonna be cheering them on. We're gonna be you know, singing Siamo Noi or Interesse
Siamo
Noi. You know, we're gonna be and that's what we gotta do. I think us as fans, we're gonna push them over in this top. Parting shots is just enjoy it, find a club, and do what you gotta do.
Milanistas. All right, here's my parting shot. All right. I've had enough of Alexis Salamanca's. I've had enough. I don't get him. I don't understand what's happened to this guy. He's even terrorizing my dog, as you can hear. But how much longer do we have to tolerate this? Did people not see his drop in performance last season to think, let's go one more year? This is ridiculous, people. Ridiculous. And the fact that Salad Maker loses his position to a guy who's been playing professional for only like 3 years up to this level. I mean, the DHL driver, he has stolen his position. We don't even bring anybody else to test these guys. It's like we got to swallow this money, deal with this kid one more year. Maybe he's like just the Belgian kid there, just to make the other Belgian players feel better. I mean, he's like the Castello now. I don't want it. I don't want to see him no more. And I'm getting sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of Alexis Salamanca's, all right? Salad Maker, Salchicha Tosser, whatever the fuck you want to call him, I can't take him anymore. He's not up to the level that we need as Milan champions. I mean, what was Maldini and them thinking? So I just want to say, Samu Makers. Yeah, that's what it feels like this year with him. So honestly, I don't want to see him anymore. I hope one of the guys that we've picked up this season can take his position and push him down so far down the depth chart that we never see him play. All right? I honestly can't take it. I just think that this is the detriment of the whole season. If people don't pay attention now and make a goddamn change, we better fucking wake up. Honestly, I don't know what the hell Milan's going to do. They got 24 more hours, not even. They got until tonight. It's probably over already because it's probably fucking midnight over there and it's done. That's it. Translator makers. Listen, all I know is that I'm just sick and tired of seeing the same bum-ass players go out there and not perform. So if that's the kind of performance we're going to see, Pioli needs to wake up now because I'm going to keep saying it. I know it's early in the season. Everybody should just take it easy. We haven't lost. Fine. But you have to understand, our big deficit last year was against the teams in the lower half. So that means there's a lull constantly during our season. So if we don't keep up our level up to a championship caliber, week in, week out, we will not be fighting for a championship in May. All right? That's when it gets super tight. We're going to have that break, and I think that break could help us in the end. But right now, I want to go as strong as possible into the end of November, and I hope that somehow they solve the issue because Salamakas and Messias are not the answer. They will never be the answer. The fairy tale is over, all right? I'm sorry. Your milkman can't come on and be the next center back for our team, all right? And neither can your DHL driver. So let's get a real footballer in there. You know, again, I think it's going to happen in January. But I digress, guys. All right, so that's what I'm saying. All right, yeah, watch out. The milkman could go out there and make our offense squirt, baby. All right, so that's what we need. We need somebody who's going to go out there and play with some smarts, be dynamic. You know, it's their shit. You're damn right. Packaged in a brown bag, delivered in 2 days flat. Unbelievable. You know what? Salamakas and Messias can deliver dog shit faster than I can get something on Amazon Prime. I honestly, every time I watch this, it just boggles my mind. But I digress. I can go on yelling and screaming and cursing for another 5 minutes because these two bastards get me so upset that it's disappointing. We're playing with 10 men every week. Same day delivery, same moment. As soon as you turn the channel on, they produce a dog shit right for you to see. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Ladies and gentlemen, that's our show. That's the end of my parting shot. I think, just so you people know, that we are going to be revved up, riled up, and ready to go. Because, baby, you ain't seen nothing. When the season's done, it all gets thrown out the window when it's the Derby della Monedina. So we're going to have to fucking turn it up and get this victory because, honestly, this is what it's all about. It's what it's all about, all right? And hold on. Where's this thing, G? G, you have anything else to say before I go fucking ballistic?
Yo, Fabio, man, I'm glad where the team is going, and we just need a rally against the troops. I know you know what, Saleh and Macias, I can't rally against you, but hopefully our 10 men could do a little bit of something against Inter, and I have faith that we're going to take it, Fabio. You could clip me up, any Interista that wants to clip me up. We're going to go. We're going to be home. We're going to take it. We're going to take the food out your mouth, and then we're going to steal your girl on the way out the stadium.
You're damn right, baby. You're damn right. That's what we're looking to do, all right? And honestly, I just hope Milan doesn't disappoint. They come through. They play strong. It's not going to be easy. Playing Inter is never easy, but we can't be a disappointment. We can't. We really can't. Where is that video that Vinny sent? I wanted to use that, but I can't find it. Anyway, I digress.
What
Guys,
video?
the one with Ric Flair. Woo! I can't find it anyway. So, guys, I just want to say thank you for watching. If you stuck with us the whole time, a little bit longer than we wanted, but there's a lot going on this week. RedBird is in the building. They are a part of Milan history now. They are our owners, and they're going to be helping us go in to the next championship run, hopefully. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please hit the like button on this video. Subscribe to the channel because we have constantly Milan shows happening every week. Always Monday night. Vinny, and Stevie bring the fire, bring it good.
Busted Yan
Tuesday.
If y'all talking caca on Twitter, Busted Yan is gonna find you. So don't be talking caca on Twitter because Busted Yan gonna find you. The Lupo Award is out and coming.
He's scouring the internet to find your bullshit. So don't let him find it because he will put you on blast. Every Thursday night, sometimes Wednesday, depends. Me and Geo, we're flexible. So we're always coming either Wednesday or Thursday night to provide our show, to provide our content, to talk about our beloved Milan, because one night is just never enough. One session for us in therapy is not enough. We got to bring the fire. We got to talk to the people every week. So if you like what we've done, we appreciate you watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, share with anybody who you think would enjoy it, and always hit the notification bell so you're updated with any videos that we put out. We are going to have a video Saturday morning, 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 o'clock Pacific Time. We're going to get our Patreon people in, give them a chance to talk about how they feel going into this game. It's a big game, a lot on the line, the bragging rights, the first game of the season against Inter, so it's always the emotions are high. So, Gio, anything else before we log off, my man?
Nah, that's it, man. Let's get ready for the Derby and Forza Milan. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Guys, have a great night. Thank you for watching. Gio, thank you, brother. Later.
Vincerai, non ti lasceremo mai.